What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my garage. First of all, sorry for the lack of content. I do have a full-time job and I have a family, so I had to spend time. Look, see? See? That's the stuff that I gotta deal with on a daily basis. Anyway, so like I said, like I was saying, I have have family, so you know I gotta find time in between working on the garage and spending time with my family, and also spending you know, and also working. But I have almost all the parts for this Civic, so I'm gonna go ahead and start working on it, and yeah, see if we can start it up. So I have the turbo feed installed. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. Yeah, there it is. It's right there in the 90, and then goes through here to the back. Nice and simple. This hose is a 32 inches long, a 90 with a straight. And then over here what you use is a I think it's a 1/8 to -4 fitting, and then you will be able to run this line like this, because this eBay line, it was both two straights, so we were not able to run this one because it's there's no way to get it out through this hole right there, so it was uncomfortable, so I just ran down 90. Another thing that I found is that the slave cylinder bleeder hits with that part of the turbo, so I'm gonna have to grind that off to be able to make it fit, and probably over here too, grind that a little bit also. So I'm getting ready to make the oil drain. So I'm gonna put a straight here with a piece of -10, and then over here I'm gonna cut it, and I'm gonna put this 90 like right there in between those screws holes, so I don't restrict none of those screws whenever I put the fitting. So something like that. And because it's kind of like difficult, because I got the downpipe here, and I have the turbocharged pipe, and then I have the line, so I have to, you know, find the way to make it perfect, and also the downpipe doesn't burn the line. So this right here, that the turbo, I gotta just move it a little bit more in and make this a little bit more straight, and then after that it will not hit the downpipe will not hit the line, so that should be good after that. The line is made already. Now I'm getting ready to tap the oil pan and weld the bung on it. Nice and perfect. Now I'm gonna clean all that debris and all these birds out of it, and then after that I'm gonna tack it all the way around. So I went ahead and removed all the condenser lines and everything. For now, it didn't have no freon. It might have a leak on the or one of the O-rings or something. So I went and removed it just to get better, you know, a better view of what I'm doing right now. So I went ahead and tacked the downpipe. If you see it down there, goes from there all the way to the flex pipe, and then to the factory exhaust system. That factory exhaust system is going to be changed in the future, but for now it's going to be like that, nice and quiet. Also, I went ahead and installed the pan back on with the dash 10 bong, and the line that I did, I have to redo it again, just because the line will hit the it's too short, and it will hit the downpipe. So I recleaned the engine bay because it was a little bit dirty, and plus I put some acid on that the raw spots, but I had a setback. The turbo feed eBay restrictor, whatever, broke off, and I'm trying to fix it. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I have one of those dash 6 fittings, and I'm going to already drill, and I'm about to tap this so I can install this on it, and then hopefully I'll fix it. And just like that, I grabbed the drill press, drill the hole a little bit bigger, grab my tap and die set, and tap it, and yeah, fix the problem. Now I'll install it back to the turbo. So I went ahead and disassembled the turbo again, because I had to install the vacuum source for the wastegate. So what I'm gonna do, I will be drilling and tapping this out, and I'm going to use one of the wastegate's vacuum ports or vacuum supply or whatever, and then I'm gonna install it facing up so it can feed the wastegate. It's already tapped. So now it just goes nice and you know, goes in nice. And the tap that I use is this one. So now I'm gonna start with the fuel system. So pretty much we're gonna be running a AEM fuel regulator with the automotive fuel pressure regulator. So we'll be fitting it with dash 6 the 85 compatible line. It's gonna be feed and return on the 6, because just for now it's not gonna make that much power. So then we're gonna put another inline filter, a Russell inline filter. It's a 3-inch long and dash 6 by dash 6. So put that also. Also, we're gonna be running this line from the factory hard line to these fittings. So pretty much this fitting is it runs from hard line to 6-6. So it has a let me open it here real quick. So you pretty much cut your hard line, you cut it off, and then you slide that brass, the brass sleeve, I'll say, and then whenever you tie this down with tie these two together, it will crush this, and it won't the line is gonna stay there in place. So we have one for the return line, and we have one, if you see right here, the size is bigger for the feed line. So there I have the return fitting done. So pretty much I'm getting ready to do this one now. So I removed this plastic piece from the line. It used to go from here to here. So now I'm gonna cut the line right here, and then I'm going to install the fitting. To cut the line, this is what I use. This is a pipe cutter. So you adjust it right here, and this blade will close, and then you know, you just go back and forward, back and forward, back and forward until it just breaks the line. So now just grab this part of the fitting. I'm gonna slide it on the line. If it goes in, just like that. Now gonna grab the brass sleeve, slide it over just like that, and then just make sure always leave a little bit of pipe on the front. So just like that, you can when you tie this down together, so the brass sleeve it will grab from the front and the back. So just like that, make sure you tie it down. Okay, that's pretty much it. Excuse the mess, I got parts all over the place. So anyway, I went ahead and bought some wrinkle black paint. So I just recently sprayed this just now, and I just have to wait until it dries out and then does that wrinkle effect on the paint. So yeah, this is gonna be looking good. Also, I'm gonna do that pipe, this other pipe right here, and also the wall cover, so it can match, everything can match the intake manifold. Well guys, just look at this. I went ahead also and paint the intercooler wrinkle black on the sides and right in the middle like a stained black. Also install the AC lines and condenser and fan and everything, and everything clears out really good. This right here, I have another flange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bolt the flange here, put a 90, and then another flange, and then I'll be putting the wastegate like right here, facing down, and then I'll make the downpipe going through that hole down to the down to there, any place that I can find. But other than that, I mean, this thing is, oh my god, I can't even believe it, how good it's looking and how nice it's coming out, man. I'm speechless. And also I installed the radiator. This is the G Plus 3-row radiator off of eBay also. Also I installed the G Plus hoses for the radiator. I had to trim them because they were too long, so I had to trim down there a little bit, and also trim this one right here a little bit. So the next thing I'll be doing is port matching the throttle body to the intake, which is I think this hole is like 68 millimeters and the throttle body is 70. So if you can see, I just did the outline here, and I'm going to port it out just a little bit more so I can have a better airflow. Yeah, little stuff like this is, you know, counts. Little stuff like that counts a lot, you know. I mean, better airflow and all that stuff. Some people, they just put this intake and then just put the throttle body. I mean, which is okay. There's no problem with that. But if you want to get the maximum power out of it, I mean, little stuff like that matters. So yeah, I'm gonna start porting that out. So as you can see, it's already been poured out, and it looks pretty decent. I don't do much porting, but I mean, I know how a porting job should look like, and that's a pretty decent one. So now I'm gonna get ready, start swapping out the sensors, like the map sensor, the TPS, the intake temperature sensor, and also we're going to be reusing the stock injectors for the time being, because we don't have an ECU for this car yet. So we're going to start this car with these injectors. If you guys ever had any issue removing the TPS, what you do is you grab your angle grinder, you cut a slit, and then you grab a flathead screwdriver, and then just, you know, pry it, and that will you know, solve all your problems. So I have the intake manifold, you know, completely with everything, map sensor, TPS, the PCV line, all the studs for the rail, and the little spacers, and the intake temperature sensor, and the cable, throttle body cable bracket. I'm gonna have to redo this just because it's not the right one for this, so I'm gonna have to end up redoing that, or just finding the right one from a Z6 intake manifold. I think it's the one that will work on this car. Another thing that I came across is this fuel rail is for a D16. It's for a D16 Y8. Yeah, I know. That's a ball bearing. It's for a D16 Y8. So the bolt pattern, if you can see right there, is way off. And now I can't use this fuel rail. I want to get this thing started this weekend, so the only thing left over is this, putting this on and doing the fuel lines. And after that, I have to you know, put oil, coolant, or water for now, and you know, just button up a few things here and there, and then the car should be running like this weekend. So what I'm going to be doing on this fuel rail, it will be, I'm gonna grab this piece of flat bar. If you can see right there, I'll be grabbing this piece of flat bar, and then if you can see already marked where the hole goes at. So it's gonna be just like this, and then I'm only going to put this one, this bolt or a nut on this stud for the time being until the other fuel rail gets here. But that's the only, I mean, that's the only little issue I'm having right now. So that's gonna be my my fix for now, so I can get this car running. And then after that, the only thing I will have to do is just install, just remove all the fittings and the fuel pressure regulator, injectors, just swap everything over to the other fuel rail, and then which is gonna be easy stuff. So yeah, let me go ahead and make that bracket, and after I'm done making that bracket, I'm gonna install it on the intake manifold. And so there we have the temporary fix. I did that. This is the bracket that I did, side to side, and then I only put one nut just to hold the full fuel rail. I mean, it's nice in place. All the injectors are nice and flush, and the fuel rail is nice and tight.
So this is a temporary fix for the time being, so I can crank this baby up. So I have the first line made with a 90 and a straight. So it's gonna go 90 from here, from the bottom right here of the regulator towards the down there, which is the return line. Lines are ran both sides. See through there. Everything else is buttoned up. Still missing. I still need to plug that vacuum port right there. I plugged in, I connected everything for the battery. So I'm down just to fluids now. So I'm gonna start adding the water and the oil right now, and then I'm gonna prime the fuel system, see if there's any leaks, and then after that I'm gonna crank over the car with a distributor remove, so all that oil can cycle through the whole engine and the turbo. So yeah, and then after that I just, I'll crank it up. And on this car we're using 1540 Rotella. The reason is because this oil will not break with the E85. If you use the E85 fuel, the the gas gets on the fuel, and then it breaks the fuel and makes it real thin. And this is going to take a long time for that to happen. So you can run this for a long period of time than regular oil. So yeah, I like running this. It's cheap, and yeah, it does the job. It's already topped off with oil. I'm almost done with topping off the water, but I'm gonna just prime the fuel and just see if it has any leaks. So it looks like the system holds pressure. So it's holding pressure. I don't see no leaks. No leaks so far. No, it's not leaks. Any leaks? Everything is nice and tight. I have my big daughter over here helping me out. You want to add that water to the radiator? So. Teaching her young. She said that she wants to start messing around with cars whenever, she's a little bit older. But I told her that the time is now when she's a little bit older. Time is now. So, alright, I think that's fine. Let it go down. Because I already put 2 bottles already.
Alright, oil light is out. Time for double check if there's any leaks on the floor, any oil leaks from the turbine or anything like that. And then after that we can start up the car. Oh yeah, I see a leak. I see a water leak. That's an easy fix. I'm gonna fix this water leak real quick, and then after I fix this water leak, I'm gonna start it up.
So yeah, time for the first start with this setup.
She's on. Hey, nice and quiet. Doesn't even sound like it's turbo. But she's running. I don't see no oil leaks. Turbo is spinning. Woo! Yeah. She's alive! She's alive! Whoop, whoop. Well guys, she's alive. Finally turned on. I mean, we didn't rebuild the engine, which is not, I mean, the engine stayed completely stock, so I mean, it's not like we rebuilt the whole engine. But still, I mean, it's the first startup on this turbo setup. Really happy with the end results. Like, I only had a little like water leak or coolant leak or whatever, but I fixed that real quick. Other than that, I mean, no oil leaks, everything bolt on like it should, you know. And I'm really happy with the end result. It's nice and quiet. I mean, you can't tell that she's turbo, because I mean, it has a stock exhaust system. So I gotta give a big thanks to my big daughter here, Crystal. She was helping me out, how, you know, starting up the car and everything, and adding water to it. So, you know, big thanks to her. She also wants to be a YouTuber one day. So, you know, she is into gymnastics. How is it? Gymnastics. That. Sorry, my English is not very good looking. Well, guys, that'll be it. That'll wrap this video up. If you guys like what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe for more. You know, and stay tuned for more videos in the future. You know, we'll be doing more videos and more all the project cars that I have, and more on the go-kart and the dirt bike and all that stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for more. Peace out. Say, mommy, peace out.
Peace.
See you guys. You can even tell it has a intercooler. I mean, if you know what you're looking for, yeah, you definitely will see it.